All right. Good evening, folks. Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is System, and we're gonna have some fun. Let me make sure I've posted the thing. Hold on. All right, there we go. Wow. I did not post the thing. I should go post the thing everywhere, but it's fine. We're okay. So, hello. We're on Vanguard again. The place where I have literally lived. I think it's fun that I haven't looked at these leaderboards in a while, but I'm probably on the up and up on these. Oh look, I already scratched the top 10 in minutes played. Yeah, okay. I'm assuming most of that is not AFK. Yeah, see, yeah, okay. I still only have, yeah, I'm still sitting on 5, so it's not bad. Percentage of time AFK. There we go. Hold on. 4.64%. That's not bad. Okay. Jumps. Yeah. Okay. Mob kills. Yeah, I'm 4th in this. It's great. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Yep. So yeah, we're on here and we're doing some things, and my big project that I got done this morning was I put restorers everywhere. I literally made like a dozen restores, well, more than a dozen. So I took pictures of each one actually. So this is one of the first projects that I documented from start to finish, more or less. So I label my pictures like A, B, C, D, E, so on and so forth. I got up to N taking pictures of all of the restorers that I placed today. So what is N? 17? 18? Actually, N I think might be 14. But whatever. Doesn't matter. And then let's see. The one that I just got done is this boyo right here. So I made crop bot number 4 and he's named Quattrobot. I'm gonna have him on evil ore. I'm just waiting for this to sprout up just a little bit more, but as you can see, I'm starting with good seeds, so this shouldn't take too long to propagate the whole field, and should be able to get some on there. Hey John, well hey, thank you for lurking, my dude. I'm just getting some things done. Yeah, have fun with your tabletop. Oh yeah, oh, no audio. There you go. Okay. So yeah. Oh, these have four stages. Okay, that's fine. That's whatever. It doesn't matter. The Blackstone lilies are getting up there. Probably still need an hour or two. Yes. Yes. He lurks in the night, ready to strike. His name is cursed. Good times. So yeah, Ducky, I don't know if you saw this, but I put restorers everywhere, and I just finished bot number 4. So we've got another crop bot because a lot of people want a lot of different seeds, and I'm gonna try to make everybody happy. So we have 2 crop bots now, so we're good. Let's see what else is good. Not that it's a problem necessarily, but it's an issue that I want to try to solve tonight if I can get to it. No promises, but we have a lot of patterns in the AE that are using old circuits. Like, for example, like HV robot arms or EV robot arms or whatever. We need to update those to using nanos. Very easy fix. I just haven't gotten to it yet, but I wanted to throw that out there into the ether just so that it doesn't get forgotten. The nukes of the ME system? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, John. Let's see. So I'm not gonna stick over here for too awfully long. I'm hoping that these guys can get up to the so if I understand crops correctly, which I could be very smooth brained on this, they will propagate themselves when they're at the for example, this has 4 stages of growth. They will crossbreed at stage 3, like the tier under the top size. If I understand crops correctly. So as soon as these guys hit 3 out of 4 size, I'm gonna kick on the Quattrobot. Goraldos. You know, the problem with my pet creepers is they never stick around. Like, if I ever get a good one with an actual good name, he is going to disappear just as soon as I get out of like 5 chunks away from it. It doesn't matter what I do. I could maybe like take him with me on a leash. Do you wanna be on a kite string, sir? Would you like to go flying with me? A simple yes or no, sir. It's all I need. Okay, I saw that head tilt. Yeah, okay, all right. You scared of flying? Yeah, okay, all right, whatever. Then get out of here, nerd. Oh, you do have to rename them? Okay. Well, if I find one with a good name, I might rename it to the same name if it will let me do that. Or either that or I'll just do something silly. Okay, so what's next? We got a lot of decoration to do on the barn because it isn't supposed to be just like a big wooden clump. There's gonna be I'm gonna knock out at least 2 windows on each side, or they're like, you know, like the squared off oh, there's a word for the name of those types of windows, but probably 2 on each side, or maybe 2 total, and they'll be on one end or the other. And then let's see, right about here is where the weather vane is gonna be. You know, because you know any good any good barn needs a weather vane, and I figure on this server, instead of using a rooster, we should probably use a duck. So I'm waiting to tell Scarlet about my best idea of all time, about putting a duck right here on the top of this barn. Ah, what's up, Table? What's up, my dude? I don't know if he is in chat. Table. Let's see. What else is good? Perfect. Awesome. So let's see. What else are we doing right now? Because the spa is practically done. I'm going to have to spend some time there. As you can see, I've got 49 warp, and I've already done a whole lot of my research. As you can see, I've got a backpack full of discoveries that are going to give me even more warp. So we're gonna go over to the spa and eat soap for a little while. Oh yeah, let's go. All right, sorry about being quiet, y'all. I'm gonna take a drink and then I'll start talking again. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. So yeah, again, this one's gonna probably take another hour to get from 17:13:0 to 21:31:0. Yeah, it's probably at least 30 or at least 60 minutes, probably 90 minutes. You know, maybe 2 hours. We'll see. And then evil. Um, so these are sitting at 17:27:1. I've got a pair. So this should populate this first farm in maybe 90 minutes, probably by the time this one's done getting up to full stat. This one will probably be right behind at ideal stats. So I think those are both going to go about 90 minutes. I think. So here's the problem about these farms. So as you can see right here, they're on batteries. I need to do some work over here that I didn't want to do tonight, but these things are really important. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to do this. Up here, you can see, like, right there is the charger. This is the battery buffer that I'm using. I went ahead and grabbed some HV. Let's all right, cool. All right. I definitely wanted Table to know that, like, not only is he welcome to use these things, but like this could be his home operation too. Like, he does a lot of crops. He's the reason why we've got any crops at all. Before I made the first bot, what, day before yesterday? Table did 100% of crops. So yeah, so we're good. Um, so again, there's two problems here. We need to get these hold on. Let's see. Uh let's see. We need NH board pattern. Okay. No, I don't actually. I don't have the in-game voice. It doesn't work very well. And especially if I'm using some other application that's using sound, I've had nothing but like echoes and stuff like that. So I have to have my in-game sound up to like 100% with all of the subcategories up really high as well. And this is let's see. This is where I usually leave it, and I've just had nothing but problems. So I might fiddle around with that one day, but if it's not a Discord call, I've just stayed out of voice entirely. I think Panda was avoiding. I thought that I was avoiding him earlier because he was trying to talk to me in the voice, and I was like trying to swing my microphone arm back over and be like, "Oh hey, what's up?" You know. And then I forgot that I rebound my chat button. Yeah. Okay. I'm a professional streamer, by the way. If you guys didn't know, uh, uh, yeah. Well, that's what I thought, but I still can't get it to work very good. Either that, or I've got to be like within like 2 blocks of the person. I think maybe the sensitivity is dialed in too high. Um, let's see. All right. Yeah, these bots do take forever to get going at the beginning. Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense, Ducky. Especially with me, because I'm always looking around and running around from place to place, so I very rarely stand still for too long. Uh but yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be really really good. And now that there's 2 bots, the there's gonna be less of a bottleneck on seeds. And that's a good thing because while all of you are watching, you know, table was talking about doing a way to search for seeds. I literally just used this. I literally just used this. But if you see, there is a bunch of spruce seeds in here, including 31 that are perfect. So if you guys want, you guys can start swapping out the farms because we've got enough seeds that are adequate. Only 31 that are good, but plenty that are adequate. Um, and then I guess let's go ahead and go over to the soap farm because I'll show this off again. Um, this is a fun thing. Still got to clean up this top here, but it's fine. Yeah, this is done. And then oh, that's right. So yeah, I've got this set where this will only hold 1 stack, so that's on purpose. Yeah. Cat used an absolute ton of soaps, and you can see that there's still like stacks and stacks left. The way this fills back up is going to be soapstone dust. So Unfortunately, that's not automated. I don't know if there's a way to automate soapstone dust. I haven't looked into it. But we need a free source of that if it's possible. And if it's not, I'm just going to mine some veins and hope for the best. Because, you know, we won't need soaps forever. We're gonna get pure tears pretty soon. I think pure tears are IV. So that's not that far away. Um, yeah, I'm sure there's a B for it. Yeah, exactly. There's got to be something. And we might need to look into the Salus Mundus situation because I did also set I set the um I set the drawer to only hold 8 stacks of bath salts so that there's plenty to use and there's an infinite supply, quote unquote. If anybody wanted to like take a stack with them, it's fine. But it's not gonna like chew through everything that we've got. But it might definitely might be worth looking into the Salus production. We have loads of combs to process. Yeah, you know what? We need to talk to Jims about that because he's doing heroic work behind the scenes that's like completely segregated from everything else that's been popping up. Like, you know, because remember when we thought we were so short on IT&T and we were all running around trying to figure out how to get IT&T up off the ground. He's like, no, man, I've got a drawer with 30K sitting up here, bro. uh it's good. I like it. I you know you know, I know that we were talking about this earlier. Yeah, it is a little chaotic on this server with everybody, you know, herding cats and too many cooks in the kitchen and every other way that you can, you know, talk about those types of things. But I'm having fun, man, and so many cool things are getting done, and I think out of the chaos there's going to be some really neat things that pop up. But yeah, it's the chaos is definitely it gets to me sometimes too. And the thing that's getting to me lately is how much do we have that's already made that isn't being recognized by AE because whether or not it's A, sitting on top of Jim's Hill in the B area, or B, sitting in the attic of LV in the old LP area. Like, is it going to be Christmas morning going through LP and breaking all that down? You know what I mean? So, yeah. I think he was waiting on the power to be fixed first, which is fair. That is totally fair. That is. I mean, I don't blame him one bit. But Jims is a good dude. He's been doing heroic work, and like I said, you know, he's probably already got half of the solutions that we're talking about done and automated up there, and we just don't know about it. You know, just waiting for those to come online. All right, so yeah, I'm doing a little bit of soapstone right now just to kick the soap farm back on because I'm going to have to use a bunch. Like I said, I'm sitting at 49 permanent warp. If you can see the in-game XML up in the corner, I modified mine so that I could see warp and LP. So I've got 49 permanent warp, and I have a bag full of warping researches to finish. Um, so yeah, I'm going to be eating all of the soap tonight. Another thing that I did, and again, I mentioned it already, Ducky, but it's worth repeating. I went to basically every building that people use regularly, and I dropped a restorer in it. I tried to hit literally everything, honestly, and I don't know how I missed it. I think the only one that I actually missed is John's tire shop. And I was specifically going to put one in there for him because I know that Scarlett was doing a lot of work on the path around there today or yesterday, whatever. So yeah, I don't know how I missed the tire shop, but I'm gonna make one more just for that. But yeah, I mentioned it in the star logs, but I tried to put them in the most convenient position. But if they do need to be moved, I don't care. That's fine. Just kind of leave them in the buildings that I put them in. and beyond that, I don't care. Like see, this one's right here, but if it needs to go in the center of the building, I don't care. It's whatever. Put one in the kitchen that is barely used these days. Although I might actually eat some food. I would like to get more hearts, just out of the novelty of it. I would like more hearts. So, I gave one to Kat for this area. She's got it near the center. Just go ahead and use it. So yeah, very cool things. Very cool things coming in the future as well. So, we're gonna have an ad break that's coming up in under a minute. But I'm just kind of wandering around looking at things. I like this place. I'm just gonna wander around for the ad break, and then when we get back, maybe jump into a different project. So we'll see. I do need to check on these again. Let's just make sure everything is kosher. Everything is copacetic. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Another thing that I'm going to do here, so on the opposite side of the weather vane, I'm going to make one of those like old style antennas that you see on really old buildings that are just like a whole bunch of metal rods in that certain type of configuration. I'm gonna make one of those for this, and it's gonna look cool as hell. So, um, I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. Let's see. It's cool that oh, you know what? Let's do this. Yeah, there's an ad break going, so I'm trying to wait to do anything that's useful until everybody is back, because I know I hate watching something cool on some stream and then like ad starts and you can tell up in the corner that the streamer is still doing things and probably finishing the story that you were invested in. Yeah, that sucks so bad. So I try as much as I can to make sure that no random ads get ran, and I try to do everything that I can to minimize that particular issue that I just griped about. So let's see. All right. If any of Adidia's people can hear me, hello and welcome. This is fantastic. Thank you so much. But I do think there's an add-on for everybody. I don't know how long that goes, but yeah. Let's see. Yeah, this is fantastic. This is a Vanguard server. We're doing neat things here. Um, um, my most recent build is the barn, which is not nearly finished, but it'll be fun. There'll be other barn-like accoutrements on there. Let's see. Let's go over here. I think this is my best build so far. Let's see. Let's get in here. Yeah, you do need to clean this up a little bit. We're at EV, so we're at, and I would say that we're kind of early EV. I don't even know if we could say that we're mid EV. So, but this is my best build so far. This is the spa. So I made a soap factory, and an auto spa. So, I'm going to be hanging out here a lot in the near future because, as you can see in the corner, I've got 49 permanent warp right now. But the ads should be over now. So hello and welcome everybody back, including Adidia and crew. I hope that the ads are over for you. So yeah, I like my spa, and if you look really closely, one of my favorite details, it made me laugh so hard when I saw it. Look at this. Look at the texture of the short side of this panel, or this cover right here. It's so derpy looking. It's fantastic. I love it so much. But yeah, let's go back here really quick. Oh yeah, free wand recharge and flight juice recharge for paying customers only. All right, Diddy. Hey man, thank you so much, man. And I'm glad that I saw that your world was up and running. I was sitting in your stream earlier before I started going, and I was like, oh my god, I really want to say I'm so glad to see the Hive run going, but I didn't want to say it out loud just in case, like, that moment was the time where it went blink. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to say it out loud and be like, oh no. So I was very, very happy to see the world up, Adidia. Like, fantastic. I mean, I hope everything is I hope the cleanup goes flawlessly. So yeah, this is very simple. It was gonna be much more complicated in the first iteration of this, but like at this point I don't even need the node. I was gonna use this to power an advanced furnace. I don't even need that anymore because Ducky's got this. I'll show you the aspect farm here in a second, you guys. This is but I just want to show this off really quick. This needs a lot more detail work. Let's see. All right, so woof. Yeah, so look at this. Look at this. Yeah, so Ducky made himself a mana tree of some type. I don't know if it has an actual name right now. Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. What am I doing? Hold on. Bow. Hell yeah. Again, thank you, Didia. So yeah, you guys have all seen this type of thing before. Just empowering a node. And then that is also doing something with these. Look at this. So what he did back here was he hooked up what are these? Essentia drone or Essentia queens, and he's using Apimancer drainers, and he's got one programmed to each aspect that is used a lot apparently. It looks like there is some overlap, like you see Tempest and Famus right here. Yeah, so that's cool. That's cool. I wish we had some extras. Yeah, see Sano, when the soap farm is full on running, we need extra Sano production, but I don't think there's any extra. I don't think this particular setup has any extra capacity. But this is nice. I like it. And again, I'm not the tech guy. I'm doing building, so I'm not doing any of these particular setups. But I did bake the soap farm, and I'm pretty happy about that. I've made a bunch of restorers today for everybody. But what we're really gonna do, you guys, Oh, hold on. What we're really gonna do is check on the crop bots really quick, and then we're gonna go scouting. We've got a new build to scout for you guys. I don't know how much I'm going to talk about, but I'll probably spill the whole beans in like 5 minutes, so stay tuned. Okay, so it's already spread one evil ore, so we're going really well already. And these guys are 1915. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. So this is the city. My build that I haven't been to in a little while is up here in the very north, because I thought we were going to be expanding like north south, but it looks like the main axis of expansion is going to be east west, and the next bit of expansion that I'm going to be working on is over here. So I'm going to be searching for something nice over in this area right over here. Yeah, look at Cat. Cat and Scarlet and Astral. I don't know who did the most, but I know Scarlet did almost all of this exterior decoration over time. Look at this. This is just, it's just, I don't know. It's, you know, for lack of a better term, it's just beautiful. It looks really cool, you know? They keep iterating and making more and more cool things. Look at this. Look at the strange brew. Look at this. What the hell? This is fantastic. All right. Let's instead of daydreaming, let's go sightseeing. So there's a lot of useful area around here. And I'm wondering, for this project, would it be useful to have an eerie biome? Because we are thinking about making a new a new place to do some additional magics. So maybe this might actually get saved. We'll see. I missed it. Oh, I missed it. A fail. Man, I'm such a noob. Did you see that, you guys? Missed it by a fraction of a second. Ooh, do I have? Okay, I need to remember to keep this warp ward on me. I really need to have the warp ward. Let's see. Mountain. The mountain wouldn't be too bad, but it's kind of, I don't know if that's the right shape. And let's look. So it's hard to see, but here is where the central like the main CPU for the applied energistics is right now. And he's running a line that's basically due east and due west. So I think the line kind of like it terminates over here somewhere right now. But it wouldn't be any problem to just keep running this tunnel over here. So, you know, looking at that, so we want to be at like at close to this you know, this range of chunks. Hey, Solarius, what's up, my dude? Yeah, we're gonna find something cool over here. There's got to be some neat vista, some interesting perch, perhaps. It would be kind of neat to have it up, like have the edge of it up on this hill right here. Like, let's see. Let's Man, did I come up here with no blocks? Did I really actually come up here with no blocks? What the hell? Do I have no Fanix? I don't even have no Fanix. Holy crap. Okay. Ooh, I don't want to use those. What? Man, you guys. I'm an exhibiting new behavior. I apologize. Oof. What I could do, actually. I don't need the builder's wand, actually. Get out the, this. Yes, I do too, my friend. Okay, so we're gonna have to use a little bit of imagination here, but let's see about this. So the way I like to build is I like to leave usable chunks on the inside of the building and then build the facade of a building on the outside of an adjacent chunk. So the facade would be kind of out here if we use this spot. So think like, you know, think like that. So is this spot, would that be a cool place to look? Let's see, the view up here, you know, it would just be like, of course it would be up in one of the floors, but you know, this would be what the view would look like from here. So we definitely have to get rid of the oil. That's not an issue. I will delete that oil with you know, past tense. Maybe post haste is probably what I was reaching for. That could be one spot. I do also like this spot. So this is nice and flat. This would be much easier to build on or to build around. Wouldn't have to do as much finesse with the terrain. And I don't dislike the idea of having this little eerie biome guy right in the middle of this building, because it's going to be magic and that might actually be useful in some capacity. So this is a place to, and again, we're really just trying to find a place that's going to be convenient to hook up to applied energistics, because I don't want to you know, I don't want to have to burden anybody with a laborious task. Another thing that we're going to do today is we're going over here to Vin's factory, and I'm going to start helping him out with the palette, because he said that it's an open project for the community and he wants palette choices. So I'm going to build some pieces and throw those over there and show him some ideas I have. Honestly, it's going to be probably, I'll be using some like factory blocks, some laboratory blocks perhaps, and there's one other big one that's very tech looking. Yes, hell yes, that would be so cool. Yeah, I love ambiance, and that would be so neat just to have like you know, industrial use storage area type things. It just like makes the place feel cool. You know what I mean? I'm all about that. I kind of like this valley right here. It's kind of in between this hill and this hill, which, you know, we might be able to butt up the one of the edges of the structure actually up in between these hills if it would make an interesting feature. So that could be an interesting feature. So really, like, And Ducky, I think you will can appreciate this, because like I'll build something nice and we'll have something really neat for this project. But right now it's just vibes. Like it's literally just, do I like this view? Does this look cool in this direction? You know what I mean? Like I'm just trying to get a vibe of this area and see like where, you know, where the spot is. And I don't know if I know this. I don't think I've seen the spot. I think it's one of those things, if I see the spot, I'll know it. And actually, I think I might have just found it, because this is awfully nice. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, and right next to the magic biome, too. All right, hold on. How far off the path are we? See, so AE would be way down here. But it might be nice to be up against the magic biome, either right here or right here. So let's go look over here really quick and see what that looks like, because I like this. And this is on the hill. So I kind of don't like this. I don't mind building on a hill, but almost this entire hill would be in the magical forest. And I kind of wanted the build to be facing into the magical forest, not necessarily in, like up in it. So maybe, you know, one of the benefits if we build over here, look quick, we already have half a basement, you guys. Look, 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 look. Let's see. We do have the PDEM too. Yes. And, you know, the PDEM is going to be cool. And actually, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that, Ducky. And I'm going to go back to town. I need to get some netherrack to fix this lumber axe. I'm a dum-dum for not bringing any with me. And I'll probably grab some cobble. But we haven't done any of this here yet. And maybe it's for the best. But I like mini games, and I like, you know, you know, I wouldn't mind having some like, you know, like PvP style games. You know, I mentioned like printing off everybody a frying pan and have bonk wars one night. That'd be fun. I've got another idea for a mini game, which would require a little bit of like redstone control, but I was wondering if once we get the PDEM built, would you be okay with me building some like creative style, like literally in creative builds out there, just to test to see if some of those things would work in a real game? I'll keep inventories segregated and whatever I have to do to be absolutely legit. But I was just wondering if you mind if I do that or not. I know we already do a lot of like world edit creative style building of that type of that type of thing. But I would be doing those types of things out there specifically for building like mini games, specifically like 1v1s, 2v2s, 3v3s type things. Another thing that I would like to do with the group one day, I don't know if you should install it here or not, but I loved Mob Arena back in the day, and I would love to see this group playing some Mob Arena one day on some random server. It'd be funny to see all of us like mob onto some random vanilla server that's running Mob Arena and just play on there for a few hours. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, because nothing that I would be doing out there would be progression. In fact, me building mini games for people to have fun on would probably be actively hindering progression at some point. Oh man. But anyway, um, Let's get some more blocks. We can throw the oak wood away. Oh, we're sleeping. Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, that is an idea as well. I was thinking about doing it here just because I wanted opinions on it, but that's fair. I could probably make it in a single player and schematic it or something like that. Schematica is something that I still need to learn. And I'm going the wrong way. But I will reiterate that I do like the idea of making some mini games for us to play. And that's why I had um, I like the idea that you got that this the server runs where it's like voluntary PvP on Blood Moons and having an arena and all that. And I wish the arena was we would have like a bigger, better arena, perhaps like a Coliseum looking thing. But I like the idea of having a bunch of different PvP style games, not just an arena. So it would be neat if we had that kind of like gladiatorial district somewhere and have a bunch of different things that we could do that are kind of along those lines of, friendly competition, quote unquote friendly competition. uh, let's see. I'm not gonna let me not sleep on this side either. Let's see what we got over here. I don't like this. I don't really want to overwrite a village, and this place is not that great. Okay, Entropy's build is right here. Yes, yes, and yes. It needs to be epic. And again, really honestly, the footprint where the arena is right now, I think that should be another tech building. Like I said, the rainbow cactus is right underneath there, and it's got an AE line ran already. So I feel like that should be some sort of tech building. But yeah, that's just me. Multiple PvPs will be fun. All right, so again, like Bonk Wars is an easy win. Another one that I really like the idea of is just making a tall ladder for people to climb up and punch each other off of. That could be really fun. Just say like no flying in this area. Um, Spleef is an easy one. Or leave it empty. It's crowded over there. You know what? You could even use that for like a creative build or a big fountain, a city, like a town square, even would be cool. Uh, a town square with a message board might actually be really useful. That might be something that we should put right there. Um, yeah. Um, And if you look in build plans, actually, Cat has an idea for like a Britannia boss battle area that's kind of north of her Britannia building. Maybe if you plan it just right, you can make a new arena that's just north of that, because that's kind of a garbage biome to use for like something that's aesthetically pleasing, but a giant coliseum in that area would actually kind of be cool. Let's see. I do like this area. I just again, I'm gonna have to get some second opinions. So again, it's let me take a swig of the juice. So it's either in this valley, potentially up to and including a wall that kind of goes right in between these two hills. That would be cool. Or it could be up here. Where are you at? Yeah. This huge flat area would be really good for a giant building. This would be very easy to mold into something useful. I just don't know. I don't know if we're building on a valley or a hill. So, gonna have to do some talking and some confirmations and whatnot. So, I think I've babbled enough about this long enough. I'm going to finish the Thaumcraft stuff that I've been doing. So, I've got a backpack full of researches that I need to finish, or that I need to learn, and I'm going to have to eat a whole bunch of soaps in order to that, or in a lava lake. Yeah, that'd be great. That's fun. Lava lake around the Coliseum. Play King of the Ring. I'll come in with Bonk and just dominate. It'd be fantastic. A man can dream. All right, we are going to the spa, which direction? I still get so lost in this place. So I want to show this off too, because Scarlet is on. You know, she's got the right idea. She's on the right path, but I had to make a setup over here to show off all we can do, because she's been using the single block spheres over here, and I just wanted to show off that we have 1, 2, 4, and 8 part spheres so that we can work off axis and have a little bit of separation in between the bubbles. We also have big 8-part bubbles, and we also have little diamond shapes that we can make out of cool blocks. I love this block right here, beveled out a corner made out of the chiseled lavender quartz. I think that's what this is. And even just having one beveled outer corner would be cool, not just all 8. You could use like one as a small almost like a small magical bubble, or a magical particle of some kind. But anyway, we're going down here. This is my soap farm. I already showed it off, but I love this thing. Show it off again. Get some warp board. With Ducky's aspect farm, this is really very simple. If you build Ducky's aspect farm, which is also relatively simple, all things considered, this is just beyond easy. It just, like, it's two, what is this thing called? Ow. 2 Essentia providers, 8 of these alchemical constructs, a compressor for the tallow, and this is, you don't even need a node, honestly. All right, so buckle up, folks. We're doing a gripping, exciting gameplay here. The problem is, I've got my warp numbers up in my XML up in the corner, but it's not right. I have a bug, and it seems to be a bug that was in 2.6 as well. That the warp doesn't appear right if you're getting rid of the permanent with Elaster's soap. So once I'm done using Elaster's soap, I'm going to log off and log back on to see where my permanent warp is, because the other warps are accurate. The sticky and the temp are going to be accurate at all times. The permanent is not. I just wanna, I just wanted to make a specific mention about that. So, soap is essentially free now that Ducky has his aspect farm up. The only thing that we have to put in as players is a lot of soapstone dust and a little bit of salus mundus. And right now the salus is pretty much topped off. So mostly it's soapstone dust. We're gonna have to figure out if we can automate that in some way, or we're just going to have to make a special point to dig out a few veins right away while everybody is dealing with their initial amounts of warp, because now that the spa is up and running, there's a whole bunch of people that are going to be wanting to do Thaumcraft, which was the point of the spa all along. I wanted to make it easier for everybody to easier for everybody to manage the negative aspects of that mod. Yep, we're going to be here for a while, so hypothetically speaking, if anybody had any questions about any of the things that I've been doing recently, have at it. I'm also an amateur author. I've written some short stories. I have a novel that I'm should be working on. Am not, but should. So yeah. I have a lot of irons in the fire in a lot of different places in a lot of different ways. So I do want to make mention that I know John's internet went down and he is currently traveling, so I won't be on the Dwarven Stronghold run at least until John gets back. But honestly, I've been no-lifing it here on Vanguard, so I kind of probably will continue to no-life it on Vanguard because I like this place and I like building. Everything is fun. It's fantastic. I want to build nice things. So yeah. So yeah, Ducky. I know I had mentioned it earlier, but maybe where that arena is right now, maybe that should just be some sort of really nice creative build. Not just a fountain. Maybe something really cool. Mind if I share a story of mine? Yeah, absolutely, Time. Absolutely, go ahead. Because again, I'm not going to make any. I'm not going to cast. Any. I don't want to sound like I'm an expert at it at all. I just enjoy doing it. So yeah, that's kind of the direction that I come from. Kind of like Greg Tech New Horizons. I am not an expert at anything in this game, but I love doing it, and I'll plod through anything that I need to get the things that I want. So that's kind of the direction that I go with a lot of my quote unquote art. Is I'm not an expert at any of this stuff, but I'll go directly at it and have a fun and have a blast. All right, challenge level difficult. Let's see if I can open up a soda with one hand and keep holding the button down to eat the soaps. So let's see. I once wrote a short story of a fiction sci-fi time traveler paradox story. Nice. It was amazing. I was in the groove with that story. It was one of those that just came off the end of the pen and didn't stop flowing. Nice, nice. I can already feel the this is the high, the elevation, the pinnacle, the apex, the perfection personified of the story, and of course it's going to come crashing down, right? I was in the middle of revision 2 and had a few friends read it and they loved it. Yes, yes, yes. I was moving at the time. You can see where this is going. The box I had the notebook in, wrote the story in, and the edits got lost in the move. Oh my god. Bro, that is a tragedy in and of itself. It really is. It really truly is, because like you can rewrite it. You've got the ideas, you've got the pieces of it still, and maybe even a rewrite, it would end up turning out better. But that first time through, the magic of it, like it's hard to ever get that magic back. That spark, that je ne sais quoi, or like whatever it is, like the core of its being of that story. It's really hard to get that back on when you have a catastrophic loss like that. Yeah, I tried my hardest to rewrite it, but it was never the same. It really is never the same. I know, and this is gonna sound hilarious, but I was salty about this when I was a younger man. That my it was, I think it was like, I don't know, 6th grade, 8th grade. We had open submissions for the like the school newspapers prose contest or whatever, and I submitted 3 pieces, and all 3 pieces were accepted into the compilation. But I asked the teacher that I gave them to print to run copies off for me, because she said that she would, and she didn't. And so I gave her the original copies of those 3 things, and not that any of them were any good. That's not the point, but I was very sad about that as a young man. So that's my story in that vein. Yeah, yeah. It didn't have that spark. It didn't have the, like, whatever image or whatever, like, the vehicle that gave that story life was gone, and you were just kind of going through the motions trying to recreate it. And that's honestly, that can be one of the worst feelings. It can be demoralizing to just kind of plod through a rewrite, especially if you absolutely adored something about the original version. I'm pretty lucky, knock on wood. I haven't lost anything recently. I do, when I'm actively working on fiction, or one of my creative projects in general, I'll do weekly backups, and I'll do bi-weekly offsite, which is, I give a copy of the thumb drive to my dad so he can keep it at his house. Um, does that count as offsite storage? I mean, yes, but it's my dad's holding a copy for me. That's my offsite storage. um, uh, but yeah, I haven't lost anything in quite a while, knock on wood, other than there's a bug going around, and I've seen a lot of people talk about not being able to open single player worlds in 2.7.2. I have not been able to open brand new single player worlds in 2.7.2, and I am scared to death. I am not opening the world for my season 3 hardcore run until I know that that bug is fixed beyond a shadow of a doubt. So it's basically Vanguard or bust for me right now, because you know, the dwarven run, the server is currently down, and I'm not opening my hardcore world at all for anything until I know that it's not going to get messed up in some fashion. How entire boxes like that go missing in a move? Yeah. Right. You would assume that, like, if you had 20 boxes, they would have put a label like label 1 through label 20 on said boxes, and if label 16 didn't turn up in the count, you know, all hands on deck. Where is box 16, or, you know, whatever. You would think if it was like a professional outfit that they would do something like that. Yeah, dude, time. That would be a nightmare. Like, I was so sad that so just in the last week, Adidia had problems with the Hive server. Knock on wood, okay, you know, knock on wood, you can hear it. Hopefully he's back up and running, but they were having problems at the Hive. I heard that Zyarth was having problems with his world, and then just a little bit ago, somebody said that another streamer that I watch. Oh shoot, what was his name? I've got streamer brain right now. What was the guy's name? But somebody had reactors blow up in the middle of their base. Supposedly, was that Potato? Oh man, was that Potato? You know, might have been a different chat actually. Now that I think about it, I'm tripping. So yeah, like the deadsies are going around, my dude. Hopefully your Minecraft worlds are fully vaccinated, if you believe in those types of things. Um, I would have your Minecraft server wear a mask, perhaps. Not catch this thing that's going around. Ah, jeez. But yeah, we are going to be here a little bit with the soap, so I don't mind, you know, going over stories like that, which are it's fun. It's not fun losing the story, but you know, the story about the story, you know, it makes me think that, like, there was a lot of passion behind it, and you know, like I already mentioned, a certain je ne sais quoi that you could just never quite get back, that spark of being that is so integral to many a story. I feel that. You know, sometimes when I lose the spark, I start scrambling, trying to make something out of nothing, and it almost always, you know, falls flat. So that's where a lot of my projects are, whether I've got like 10 pages or 100 pages or whatever it is. It's probably, you know, like, I lost the spark and I got maybe 5 pages further and just flatlined, and, you know, I'm just kind of waiting for that to come back. I've got a story that's called well, first of all, let me talk about the novel. The one thing that I actually have finished, it's going to be called Risen Fallen, like risen comma fallen. It started as a writing prompt, and the prompt was: you are stuck in a Groundhog's Day until you can get your soulmate to fall in love with you. So that's where the story began. It's gonna be, I think it's 230 pages in, and I'm a weirdo. I'm not using paperback format for my books. I'm using A5. For any book nerds out there. So yeah, I'm at 230 pages of an A5 paperback. Um, uh, that needs to get edited. I need to, again, for any book nerds out there, there's a lot that goes into publishing, and I'm going to be self-publishing, which means I have to do everything myself. So I need to get it edited. I need to search out beta readers. I'm going to have to, go through some revisions, probably get it edited again. So yeah. So yeah, there's a big process that goes into doing something right. With something like what is it like? What is it called? Like Amazon Direct Publishing, or like it used to be Kindle Direct. Create Space. That's another name that it used to be. That's what I've always used for my self publishing. And you get what you pay for. I think the service is still free. I think that you can self-publish basically for the price of one author copy. Like you do have to purchase one author copy to make the thing live. But uh but but if it's not edited, if it's a mess, if you make a 5-minute cover in MS Paint, like what are you even doing, really? Like this is your art, and you're putting it out for the world to see forever and ever, until the end of what we consider civilization. Like what are you even doing if you're not doing it to the highest capacity that you're able to? So that's kind of where I go with it. Like I want to get mine edited, and I'll pay for it even if I'm not planning on selling any copies. So so that'll happen this year eventually. Yeah, Path is more of the technically minded, not the creative. Okay, nice. Hey, you know what? Creating imagery is the critical piece of that, because that might actually be the thing that I'm the worst at. I love making up stories. I love like envisioning, all sorts of crazy things happening, but a lot of my stories are very light on the detail and the description, because I see it as tedious and boring. But that is what other people like. That's the reason why they read, is to get that kind of imagery, to get that kind of detail, to immerse themselves in their world, in this world, and like let their fingers drip through a world like that. So yeah. Okay, time. So how about I'll take like 5 or 10 minutes and I'll talk about my situation specifically, because it's a tangible thing. So I have a novel that is already formatted for paperback. It is finished, ready to publish, raw first draft. And so that's right where I'm at. So I've written the novel. Now the hard work actually begins. So first off, you want to go to a conceptual editor, and what a conceptual editor will do is they will read the book and they'll say, these are the themes of your story. These are the elements of your story. This is what works. These are plot points that were talked about once and never spoken about again. Cut them out. This is a plot point that doesn't work. You need to revise this. Did you know that you have an incongruency or an inconsistency right over here? These characters shouldn't act like this. You know what I mean? And that's a conceptual edit where they talk about the idea of the story, the fundamentals of the story, the core of the plot, the basics of the characters, and so on and so forth. That alone could be hundreds of dollars. Then you have a line editor, which is the normal editor that you think about when you talk about copy editing. A line editor will go through and make sure that your grammar is good, that your sentences flow properly, that your scenes and your sections are formatted properly. And for that could be like $2 or $3 a page. You know, these things get really expensive. It's like, you know, it could be like 4 cents a word or something like that. I forget the exact values that people charge for this stuff, but it could be 4 or 5 cents a word for a line edit. A good one. And then beta readers. So then you've got all of these edits done, and now you've got something that is finished, ready for publishing, has been edited, and needs to be read by people to make sure that there's nothing silly in it, or like it hits right. You know what I mean? So then you go and look for beta readers. Hopefully you can find some free ones. Hopefully you've got friends and family that love the things that you do, but you don't want to bug the people that you know, because that's the easiest way for them to not look at any of your other stuff. Don't bug the hell out of the people you know. Search for beta readers online on places like Fiverr or there's places like Beta for Beta. If perhaps you're willing to beta read somebody else's novel, you guys can do novel swaps. But other than that, if you're paying for a beta reader, generally the going price is somewhere between $100 and $150 for a read. And what you should get for $100 is the beta reader will read your book, and they'll give you some sort of feedback per chapter. You're not going to get like line by line, oh, I feel this kind of way about this character's action and stuff like that. You'll get a good overview of each chapter. Like, I thought this chapter was solid. I think you could do more with this subplot. Or chapter 38 is hot garbage. You should consider not leaving it in at all. Or, whatever. It doesn't matter. $100 per beta reader. All right. Then you have to start thinking about art. So you need a good cover. Do you get just the cover, or do you have to get art to put on the cover itself? I am lucky that my covers are going to be very easy. Oh, I'm done with soap. Hold on. Let me relog real quick. I'm really easy. I'm going to be text on a background. I'm not going to have to do too much. Yeah, artwork from a good artist could be super costly. So oh, thank you, DC. I'll read that in just a second, but I saw the gist of it. Thank you so much for the information. I'll finish my other thought first. So what I was looking at doing something. So if you get a cover from a professional art house, it's going to cost at least $150. And what that buys you is you get exactly what you want, plus probably one major revision. Like the artist will make the cover for you, send it to you. You say, can you change these details? And you make a list of the details that you want edited or modified. And then a good competent artist will try to change most of them for you. And then they'll give you it's a certain type of release where they sign over the intellectual rights to the image of the cover to you, the author, for use commercially with your commercial product. Which, remember, if you're making a book, in the end it does count as a commercial product. So you have to be right on the intellectual property side of all of this stuff. So you need this waiver where the cover author or the cover creator signs over the IP rights of the cover to you for the commercialization of the art. And then you in turn grant them an exclusive, unlimited license to use that image in their portfolio for their future use in getting new business. And that's kind of how that goes. That's $150. I was trying to find something between that and finding somebody on Fiverr for $10. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to try to find a local artist that could do something cool, but wasn't going to just be some like Fiverr AI garbage schlock. Which is really hard to find these days, because I feel like a lot of stuff on Fiverr right now is AI garbage schlock that people are trying to make money off of before the well dries up. And I'm not anti-AI by any means. I'm anti-bad AI. And 99% of the stuff out there right now is horrific, bad AI. So that's my little rant on that. But as you can see, if I did my book right to the end of my abilities, I would be spending 4 digits on a novel that I haven't let anybody read yet, and I probably won't sell a single copy unless people want to have a Dead Tree version on their shelf. So I'm going to make it available for free on the internet once I'm done with it. But there's going to be ads that are starting in a minute, so I might pause talking about this stuff for right now. But as of right now, I haven't sank any like actual physical currency into the novel. The amount of time is a different story, and I might talk about that, but I am going to wait until after the ad break is gone, because we are going to have to eat a whole bunch more soaps here. So I'm going to continue to be here for a minute. But yeah, the novel it's interesting, but again, it started as a writing prompt and it just kind of went off in a crazy direction. But we'll talk about that in 3 minutes approximately. In the meantime, yeah, while the ads are going, I'll talk about this really quick. I'm almost done with Thaumcraft, and I'll talk about this again when the ads are done. But I'm almost done with Thaumcraft, and I'm going to help build all of the cool things. Oh, come on. Oh my god, that's so good. That's so good. Interface grid for EE. Really? Okay. Strange. And I guess you never know about so these bugs sometimes. They make themselves known. Man, that's wild. Okay. I mean, just absolutely fantastic. That's very good news. I just all right. That's good. All right, we're going over to this city, and I'm gonna take all the wheat, and you're gonna see why. Oh, and let me Okay. Okay. That right here. All right. I think we're coming back from the ad in just a second. So sorry about the dead space, but oh, I wanted to wait until everybody was back to start talking about the good news. So welcome back everybody from the ad break, and Time just said that they figured out what was causing the crashes on the Hive server. So absolutely flawless. Like, I'm so happy for you guys. Again, yeah, I've been I haven't watched a lot of the Hive lately, but I know I was in there just today. And I was glad to see Adidia being able to get in there and start cleaning up certain things that might or might not have been a problem. So that's fantastic news. So good, so good. And then before the break, DCyrus, yeah, hold on, yeah, DCyrus C40 said, hey, Didia viewer here, speaking about the 272 world load bug. I'm not sure if it, how, or what causes it. Maybe it's creating new worlds, but I've had a world since likely 2.5. I've kept that world every update, gone through every update till 2.7.2 with no issues of world not loading. So that gives me a little bit of hope. So that is a little bit of hope. I don't know. I might still not load my hardcore world, just out of an abundance of caution, but also because I've been a gigantic nerd over here on the Vanguard server. Absolutely no lifing it fantastically. So yeah, I might stick over here for the duration. I know 273 is definitely a thing that's going to happen. I heard somebody talking about that. That might have been a Didia as well. So we were talking about I was talking about the price for my novel, to get it like fully finished to the competent point that I would want it to be at. And I think the Time said, so how much do you think your total initial sink into your novel is? And so again, monetarily, not much. Time-wise, woof. So I started my novel on April 9th, 2013, and I remember that because I used that date as the day that was repeating over and over for the main character, Jenny Sanders. So, so she lived April 9th for 3 years, give or take. And you know, that the writing prompt is where the story began, but it goes all over the place, and that's part of the problem that I'm going to have getting it edited. Is the tone is all over the place. There's a lot of things that I put in that novel that I specifically put in that novel exactly one time for future plot points in other related novels. But there is, you know, I've basically got a 230 page novel full of hanging plot points, and I don't know how the hell I'm going to get it edited properly, because I'm going to have to tell whoever I'm talking to, like, read it once, make your notes on the second pass, and then maybe I can explain some of the things that have to be there for future novels that don't make sense right now or something. I literally don't have no idea how I'm going to get it edited to the point that I want it. Yeah, here's one. But yeah, the time sunk into it. I started it in 2013. I finished it on during the first lockdown of COVID in what 2020. Probably at least 1,000 hours in writing, if not more. Could be a magnitude more. I don't even know how to I don't even know how to I don't even know how to quantify that, because when I'm writing a story that grips me like that, I'll be thinking about it all day. I'll be at work just on autopilot, but I'll be thinking about one small plot point or just one minor detail for 4 or 5 hours straight sometimes. And does that count as part of the principal time spent on the art? Maybe not, but yeah. I mean, kind of yeah. So it's yeah, it's just it's one of those things where it's like, you know, how long does it take master artist to create a masterpiece? Well, maybe the masterpiece was done in 30 minutes, but it took his entire life to build. So maybe it's a little bit of something like that. Uh, let's see, where am I going? I'm going to HV because I've put in vital automation. And I know you guys see me. I've got wheat in my inventory. Well, it is because again I've put in vital automation. Let's get these hay bales made. Oh, what? All right. Damn it. Right. Yeah. And I agree with that time. I agree with that. So that's kind of why I say probably 1,000 hours on the novel altogether, writing time. But that's writing time and minor edits, minor rewrites, stuff like that. No major edits or nothing after the finish line. Uh, so yeah. Um, I have another novella called Harmon for President. And again, I don't really get into politics on this channel, and I kind of want it to stay that way. But yes, I did write a novella which is an independent candidate for the presidency running, and this is another writing prompt. It was this writing prompt was back in 2015, by the way. So when I read it, it's going to sound funny that right now, but this was back in 2015. The year is 2024, and candidates for the presidency have to wear NASCAR-style tracksuits to show who is funding their campaigns. And so my guy, John Harmon, is the last patchless candidate for the presidency. And that's where the story starts. Um, I've got another. It's basically Act One of a novel, but right now it would be like a short novella, and that one's called Albert Huberdinkle, and that's my attempt on making a uh, how would I call it? Like a villain's story where like everybody is morally gray and like nobody is really on the up and up. And so the idea that I had for Albert Huberdinkle was again another writing prompt. It went something along the lines of your family has shunned magic for generations, even though the whole world uses it for everything, and your family has made like steel contraptions when everybody else just blinks and uses magic for transportation. And then one day the magic disappears, and that's where my story picks up, and it's going to be fantastic. I've written Act 1. That Act 1 of Albert Huberdinkle is actually posted public on my Discord, which I don't have like a exclamation Discord command or anything in this channel, but my Discord is linked in my channel profile if anybody is so inclined. I've got a few I've posted a few compilations of mostly prompt responses. And then I've also posted Albert Huberdinkle, which is Act 1 of that story. Yeah, I love Albert Huberdinkle because he's pissed off because like his whole family has been under the thumb of the Mages Council for generations, and like he's basically the last one left in his family, and he's pissed and he's just mad about the whole situation. And then magic disappears and he's the only one with any kind of quote unquote power in the world, and that's where it goes. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun in a kind of like a almost like a black comedy kind of romp kind of way. That's the direction that I want to go with it. So that's going to be a lot of fun if I can pull it off right. Let's see. What am I doing? I've got hay bales. I guess another thing that I should be doing is sleeping. But yeah, I haven't done any writing recently, but I did actually write some lore for my single player run, the Dwarven Stronghold run. I'm going to be writing more lore for that one. But it's, I haven't been on there in like 3 weeks as of right now, so that one's kind of idling at the moment, for better or worse. And then I did already mention the hardcore world, which D Cyrus, they did say that I could probably log into that one without any issue, but I think I'm gonna just kind of stay away until I know for sure. So right now I'm just gonna get the rest of the researches: 40 out of 40, 56 out of 56, 75, 75, 39, 39. These still haven't opened up. This is really frustrating. Is this locked behind, like, is this literally locked behind Kami or something? Because I can't figure it out. No. 26 of 28. Ooh, what do we got? Oh, we got Dezel. Yeah, okay. We got the marshmallow. Ooh, we got some stuff in here too. That's locked. Ooh, all of that is locked. What? Okay. TC is not my strong suit. Yeah, it's not really my strong suit either, but the Giga Nerds on this server have went through and made so many cool things. Like, look, all of this stuff, I'm just throwing it in the research completer. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Bye. See ya. Bye. I'll show you again. It's on the Eldritch tab. Yeah. For whatever reason, I can't get these to open up, specifically this one. And this actually might be Primordial Pearl, but I think this is the research that I need to unlock something else that I need. So that's kind of why I've been looking at this for so long. So I do think this is Primordial Pearl, but I don't have any real way to verify that. If it is Primordial Pearl, then that is locked behind Kami, which would make sense. But yeah, here we can do this. Is Kami unlocked? Yeah, here's my list. That's the list. 2 lines and a remainder. So we're getting there, y'all. And I just did those. Ooh, Mana Steel caps. I like it. Okay. And 34 of 35. What are we missing here? Ah, nice. Oh, yeah, speaking of, so I'm almost done with Thaumcraft, so I can start printing off all of the cool things, like including Oblivion frames. I've got like all of the cool like energistics pieces unlocked. Like I've got all the Botania unlocked. I already did Gaia pylons. Um I could really, in the next day or two, I could really up our game as far as like magical constructs are concerned. Okay, and that was one. Yep, that's fine. Two. Oh, I already got that one. Rah. There. You can go there. It's fine. I need this one. What is this? Flux scrubber. Ooh, nice. Ah, yeah, here we go. This. Okay. Let's drop off this load. Oop. Okay. And next. Oop. You know, I swear. Oh no, I did this one. I was like, I swear I did this already. No, it was this one. And quantum wings, yes. This. I think that's it for that one. Okay. 42 out of 84. Oh, there's a lot of stuff on this page. Okay. Gate of the Voidwalkers. Interesting. I know I've heard people talk about that thing, I believe. Maleficia. Oh yeah, I did unlock some stuff here. Okay. Hold on. Let me unload all this. Hold on. All right. All of Maleficia. Okay. This, and this. Oh, and Void Fortress armor. Yeah, we need that. Void Fortress armor is the stuff that gives you, I think it gives you like 8 or 10% discount. It's fantastic. Ooh, I already gotta get new paper. A lot of researches. Just when you think you're done with Thaumcraft, yeah, you have a whole another stack worth of paper to go through. And me, I thought that I was almost done with all of my my warping researches, and lo and behold, I went through yet another stack of paper and counting. 19 of 19, 11 of 11, 37 of 50. Ugh, man. Where are these? Oh, there are these. That's where most of them are. Okay, hold on. I have 8. Oh, I have 7 paper on me. Hold on. I have 8 spots. Okay. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. that. Okay. And then I think I already got that. And I already got that. Okay. Perfect. 5 out of 5. 3 out of 4, but I can't see the other one. Yeah, this requires iCore, if I remember correctly, because this is pure tier. Witching gadgets. There's a few here that I thought I already did, but apparently not. Oh, comma. Okay. I forgot about that guy. Oh, and this one. Enchantment backstabbing. Nah, we don't need that on this server, do we, guys? Do we really need a backstabbing enchantment? You know, it would go really well with my backpack full of extruder plates, you know? I know that people aren't missing those at all, are they? Tier 6 pillar, nice. Go ahead and get all of this. Master Ritual Stone, we definitely needed that, and I think we need this one too. The Soul Forge, that's pretty good. Transcendent Orb is the one right before. I think it's the Orb of Armok or whatever it is. The one from like Chaos Magics or whatever. Ritual Chalk, yes. And I swear I've done these slippers like 2 or 3 times already, but I'm gonna do them again. Whatever. Okay, so yeah, this is my next round of cheaty thumbcraft. I do love this thing. For anybody that hasn't seen this before, this is a research completer that runs on HV power and a node to complete your researches for you. It does deplete the node, but it's not getting depleted because we have a Salus Mundus bee here keeping it empowered. So the thing that you're looking for on these is that they have the empowering trait. That's how I understand them to be working. So yeah. So not only do we have the empowering bee here, but it's making us Salus combs. So that's pretty fantastic. Kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's see. Yeah, I like Thaumcraft. I'm not a huge nerd into it, but I've used it a bunch of times and I do like it. There's a bunch of really neat things in Thaumcraft. Like here, let's show you for example. And I know you've seen it, but I don't know if I've actually like spelled it out here. So this is a Thaumic Restorer that you can use to repair all your stuff, and it's connected to a mirrored jar that is full of instrumentum. And for a mirrored jar network, they all like pool together the amount of like space that the overall network has. So I have planted probably upwards of 20 Thaumic Restorers all around this base, and each one of these has a mirrored jar. So hypothetically speaking, we've got a buffer of like 20 jars of instrumentum hanging out around the base just for repairing our tools. So I know I showed this off earlier, but Ducky went full on nerd over here. He's like super geek over here, and he made Apemancer drainers and set 1 drainer to each of the aspects that we're going to use, and it's all hooked up to Applied Energistics with Essentia import buses. And yeah, this is fantastic. This is the reason why my soap farm works so well. You know, I've got that soap farm over there, and it there's almost no hardware in the soap farm at all, and it's because of this. Speaking of soap farm, we're gonna have to get over there pretty quickly because I'm gonna end up taking the rest of this warp. Yeah. I need to get in the pool as quickly as I can to get some of that warp ward. Because yeah, otherwise bad things are gonna start happening. I'm only at 55 perm, so that's fine. Okay, so 55 perm, 34 sticky, 0 temp. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat half a stack of this and get rid of the sticky first. Um, so um, let's see. While we're doing some mindless here, maybe I'll jibber jabber a little bit more about my plans here on this server because the Vanguards is a fantastic server, and we've got a bunch of cool people here, past and present, and hopefully future. A lot of cool people that are doing a lot of cool things, and um, my plan is to build nice things. I want to build nice things such that some of our players that have kind of wandered off and doing other things will come back solely because this is such a neat place to come on and log on and play on. So I'm hoping we can win back a handful of people, and I'm not going to call out any specific people by name, but we've got a couple people that haven't been on for a little while, um, and in one instance, it's actually impeding actual progress. So, so that's one of the reasons why I'm planning on helping with a brand new build that's going to get kicked off probably tomorrow, but maybe, maybe question mark. And there's going to be more information about that coming out almost immediately. I could probably spill the beans now, but I just want to ask them again if we're doing this, if it's going to be a public project or not. So I need to finish the soap farm. I want to make a bigger, better billboard for the soap farm because it was meant to be a lot larger. But I don't want to be like, I don't want to dominate the area, but I do want the Alaster soap statue to be a little bit bigger, a little bit. And then I'm going to do some more work on the barn, including the basement. The barn has a basement and it does need some more work. I want to try to help with the town center idea, whatever Ducky decides to do there. I'll throw my hat in the ring and help with that. I've already thrown my hat in the ring about helping getting all these crops statted up and distributed to the people and places that need them. I need to keep an eye on that, which it is probably almost time to go and take a look and see if either batch of crops have been sufficiently statted yet. There's, of course, the build that I've got going on up north, which is halfway between a keep and a cathedral. That is actually on the back burner right now, but I'll get back to it soon. I'm just having a lot of fun down here in town, especially right now when we still need infrastructure. Like, we're an EV, we're doing well, we've got a lot of cool things, we're busy automating all the things, but we still need a lot of infrastructure. Hey, what up, my dude? What's up, Nine? What's up, my guy? Hey, man. Hopefully everything is good. Hopefully everything is awesome. As you can see, Nine, the soap farm is done and fully functional. I just I need to pump more I need to pump more soapstone into the AE so that we can make more soaps. Yeah, everything is pretty good. Yeah, man. The spa is fantastic. Oh, it feels so good. It's fully auto. It's great. Believe it or not, Nine, I'm working on the last scraps of Thaumcraft. I'm almost at 100%. I'm almost at Kami. Which I know Kami isn't 100%, but I call that 100% Thaumcraft because that's when Kami unlocks. So, yeah. Ooh, nice. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm really liking those tutorial videos that you've been putting out. Very, very informative. You know, very, very like you show everything that you need. You're to the point, but you also give off enough of the vibe of the setups where, like, you know, maybe like hints and threads of different ways that people could go with things. They are hard to make, for sure. And like, a lot of people just don't understand the process. So you making these types of videos, bro, 11 out of 10, man. You're doing your community a great service, young man. All right, there we go. Finally. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna go on. We're gonna kind of probably eat this whole stack of elasters. More likely than not. Oh my god, I love this. And this is just here. This is just mint. This is another Z-Tones block. 9, I just want to say this out loud, that Kat made a greenhouse to do botany, and she's got 80 colors over there that I have never used. She's got dozens and dozens of cool looking blocks that I've never even put my hands on. And I feel like the game has already been changed, and I haven't even been over there yet, my dude. I cannot wait to start working with some botany blocks. Hell yes. Botany blocks. The trees. She did the tree breeding. She's already almost up to giant sequoia. Like, yeah, dude, I cannot wait to start using some of this cool stuff. Let's eat a soap too real quick to get rid of some temp. Yes, tree breeding. Which, speaking of, I heard that somebody that I know has recently unexpectedly taking up some tree breeding. Absolutely fantastic. Dude, I was laughing so hard when that all went down. That was so good. I was sitting there watching it live. I'm so glad that I was in there to see it. It was so fun. Okay. All right, so that's probably pretty good. So let's put these away for a moment. I'm gonna relog real quick and make sure that my in-game XML is actually completely accurate, which it kind of was. Not really. All right. Well, we're gonna get rid of all of our sticky again. Nice. Nice, 9. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, sure. Actually, here. Check it out. All right. It starts here. It's just poked on the corner of the magic area. You can either pop in right here, or you can use the little walkway that Scarlet put in. You can see up and down. I ran out of mint blocks. I need like 6 more just to finish off this build, which is really annoying. I'm half tempted to put in Z-tone tile automation just because I use these blocks literally every day. But yeah, this is the bathhouse. This is the part that you've seen, of course. Free wand recharge pedestal and restore for paying customers only. And then this is the production area. This is how easy it is. If you have Ducky's Aspect Farm, this is literally all it takes to make a soap farm. The inputs are soapstone dust, Salus Mundus, and like 8 different aspects total? It's just flawless, dude. So the way I've got it is, you see I've got the essential providers, just got a quad backed up to each one, and I'm doing 2 of soap 1, 1 soap 2, 1 soap 3, 3 tallow, and 1 bath salts. How do you source the soapstone? Right now, by hand. I'm hoping that we have an automated way to source the soapstone in the future. I haven't looked into it yet, but currently it is by hand, and actually I need to go over there and see how that is going. But there's got to be some way to get automatic soapstone dust. Yeah, it is automatic right now. Or not, it is manual right now. I want it to be automatic. Yeah, the tier necklace. Yeah, I'm going to end up making one of those pretty soon, because again, I'm going to be at that level of tech really soon. All right, this is done. Okay, yeah, this is done. Where are you? That. And then yes. Oh no. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, don't tell anybody I'm breaking the base, y'all. All right, let's put this thing back together really quick. We'll be a good neighbor and fix our egregious fail. Ooh, actually, let's not put that in yet. All right, so the miner does not like micro blocks. That's just gonna have to be okay. Well, so kids, when you're playing on a server with other people, you might want to double check that you're not drilling right through something that's already placed, like perhaps an applied energistics cable that's 1 block away. Rip. All right, where are you? And then hold on, we need to go here, and then mark as depleted. There we go. Now now we're going to Orproc, which I haven't been in a little while. I mean, I poked my head in today to put in a restorer, but I haven't actually been in Orproc in a while other than that. But I know where the input I know where the input is, but I haven't really truly used this place. So it does say not filtered right here. So I'm assuming that all of the raw ores go into the not filtered one. See, or input area. Yeah, this looks like that's what we're supposed to do. Whereas this one, not raw ores here. Got it. All right, got it. Thank you, sir. All right, we're gonna put you there. This and this. Okay. So again, really what we're looking for is the soapstone. So I'm going to put that in first, and we're going to see what it does. Okay. Well, I'll give it another 30 seconds to kick on, but something should have happened already. Alright, well, alright. Ooh, that was a wild table. Hello, hello. Let's see. Raw ores go here. Okay, perfect. Awesome. We know where the raw ores go. There. Why not? Let's just do all of them. It's fine. Priority, yes. Once upon a time, I was a spelling bee champion. Once upon a time, I could spell my own name. Years of interwebs have beat me into submission. Yep. I'm gonna let Table fix whatever he's doing, which is totally fine. And I'm probably just gonna... Yeah, it's... Well, you know, with those multi-block machines, it's gonna process that stuff rather quickly, so I'm happy with it. I guess I'll just go ahead and put this here for now. Oh, you know what? I don't need those anymore. Actually, think I can throw those seeds away entirely. Let me go double check. Ooh, let me double check. It would be a tragedy if I threw away seeds that I needed to work. How are you doing? 2031. All right, almost there. And then you are, oh, sorry, bot. 2019 0. Okay, so evil is definitely gonna win by a mile. That's fine. Let me make sure I've got milk seeds, because I think I've got good ones. Yeah, I made some. Oh yeah, I've got decent ones. Yeah, we're gonna throw these away. Okay. Oh yeah. Thank you for the recent follows. I'm a lurker friendly I'm a lurker friendly streamer, so I won't name any names, but feel free to say hi in chat if you feel like it. I am lurker friendly, but I'm also newbie friendly. I do try to answer any kind of questions about any of these setups that I'm able to answer, or give advice on perhaps what the next step on a certain thing could be. So I try to be helpful. Yep. Speaking of being helpful, again, I already ran off some spruce. You can see I've got a bunch of spruce seeds in here, and then I'm running off the blackstone lilies and the evil ore. So the blackstone lilies gives you black granite, which we use for fluorine, I believe. Hey, biggest M, what's up, my guy? Uh, uh, and then the evil ore gives us, let me think. It gives us nether quartz dust, certus quartz dust, and I think nether quartz like gems, uh the actual whole nether quartz. Um I can't remember what anybody asked for after these two. Because I was just gonna run more spruce if I can't remember what the next ask was. I know that there's a bunch that I want to run off that aren't really like truly useful right now. Like I wouldn't mind having a field of corium just for easy leather, or I wouldn't mind having a what's the one that the spider one that gives the string, um whatever it's called, spider nip, I think. um let's see. I mean, I'm using hay bales so much, I wouldn't mind doing wheat. You might laugh at that, but I want 500 more hay bales. um I want 500 more hay bales in this barn, and they aren't going to make themselves, so either I'm growing wheat or I'm raiding every village that we've ever found on this server for its wheat and its hay bales. So I might as well make them myself, just saying. Oh, let me take this off. um it's a little bit of a faux pas to use the magnets in town. I think everybody kind of does it from time to time, but it's definitely not ideal practice. All right, I'm gonna throw all of these. I'm gonna throw all of these in the bag, and we're gonna do the researches while we're sitting in the spa. Because I got a funny feeling that this batch is gonna put me like way over 100. I'm at 72 already, and my warp ward wears off in very quickly. Okay. All right, let's do this fast. As fast as reasonably possible. Is that perfect? That is perfect. Okay, let's go. Let's go! All right. Okay, so let's get all of the warp again. We've got all of the we've got all of these. But this is honestly, this is almost the end of what, do I have this already? Must have that already. Weird. Here, let's okay. Hey Nine, why don't you come over and make some nukes for us? Hey, easy 20-minute project, in and out 20 minutes. What do you say, guy? uh, You're not lying. It does help to have some sort of physical sciences background to understand some of the things. Like some of it is just actually made up, but there is a lot of like real actual science in GTNH. You know, of course, then on the other end of the spectrum, you've got magneto hydrodynamically stabilized star matter, if I remember correctly, which I really want to make a frying pan out of and hit somebody with the full force of a star. Put like knockback 3000 on it or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like hit them so hard that they log off for flying. Okay, yeah, we are getting up there in warp, so this is gonna take a little while to fix. Let's see. Yeah, no kidding. Hey, we need to we actually need to do oil processing over here, and you know, of course it's a very, very simplified version, but I feel like it's relatively true to life as far as like stripping out the sulfides and then just, you know, like the fractional distillation and whatnot. Relatively true to life. So yeah, we're gonna end up eating this whole stack of soap. And this is I call it soap 2. It's called sanitizing soap alpha, or the Sainta Trachka or whatever it is. Trachka Sainta. What is this? Trasma Slantiachka? Whatever. Whatever that is. Doesn't even matter. It's soap 2. Whatever. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think it kind of, you know, I don't want to give the GTNH devs too many ideas, but I thought that it would be kind of cool to do, like, to have an actual, like, because we've got the distillation tower that we use for distilling oil, but it would be interesting to have almost like a fractional still where you could control the temperature of the output, and you could fraction everything from oils to alcohols with a machine like that. And I think it would be kind of cool to control the temperature to get specific outputs. But again, I probably shouldn't be giving the devs any ideas to make the early game any more convoluted. uh, all right, cool. Yeah, with any luck, the soapstone is going to go into this system automatically and get made into soaps without me even looking. And that's the idea behind it. I am going to continue eating these soaps because I also lick windows because that's just who I am. Ads are going to start in approximately 1 minute, and I run ads in one solid 3-minute block at the top of at the hour mark of the stream, or the half-hour mark of the stream, actually. So yeah, if you need to get up, get a drink, get a snack, bio break, let the dog out, hug your mom, hug my mom. It's fine. She's a nice lady. She's just fantastic. Do what you gotta do, and we will reconvene in just a few minutes. But yeah, by all means, go ahead and take care of your body. I'm gonna sit here and eat soap. Haha. Ooh, you know what I am going to do really quick? While the ad is running, I'm actually going to get up and get another drink. I'll be right back. I'm not even going to mute out. It doesn't really matter. If you hear my headphones fall off the desk, don't worry, it wasn't me. All right. I'm back. I'm back, y'all. Okay. I appreciate everybody hanging out and sticking with me. This is a lot of fun. I haven't been streaming as much as I've wanted to recently, and hopefully that'll ease up a little bit, and I'll be able to stream a little bit more. We'll see. I'm loving playing on the Vanguard server. All these people are really awesome. I love being able to play with a bunch of different players that are kind of going in a bunch of different ways too, and so it is a little chaotic, but I think there's something really neat coming out of the mix. So I think it's been really fun. The ad break is almost over. Okay, yeah, and the ad break is officially over. So welcome back, everybody. I am busy eating soap, and as you can see over in the corner, I'm still at 127 warp, 81 perm, 46 sticky. So the game plan, and this is going to end up being the next 10 minutes or so, is I'm going to get my sticky down to 0, and then I'm going to eat a whole stack of the Elaster soap, the soap 3, and then I'll relog and see where I'm at, and then I'll probably end up having to eat a whole nother stack of this soap, the soap 2. So that's where we're at. We're getting the sticky to 0 first. While we're idling though, I do want to say, I mentioned that there was that bug in 2.7.2, or at least there was in 2.7.0, of not being able to load worlds. I haven't tried it specifically, but hopefully it's fixed soon. I know that they're working on 2.7.3. They're also working on 2.8, and that's another thing that I want to talk about, because I kind of wish Adidia was still in here. I know he's probably long gone, and maybe even crashed out for tomorrow. 2.8 is going to introduce a number of different changes, and one of the changes that people have been talking about, and perhaps maybe there's some I don't know if I've even gotten the full story about what it's going to look like, but supposedly they're changing the Mega EBF and the Mega Vacuum Freezer for 2.8. And supposedly, again, the Mega EBF is going to be gated at ZPM instead of HV, where it currently can be built. So that's an interesting change, and I think I saw somebody say that's going to really impact GOG run. So that's a big one. I don't know exactly how it would impact GOG run, because I haven't actually done GOG, but I know that you do have to build the Mega at a certain point. I think it's like you can't get a specific item without putting it through the Mega Blast Furnace. It might even be titanium, but I'm not 100% sure. We're going to have a Mega Blast Furnace in Vanguard relatively soon, because I just saw Table say that he was going to start work on it, which is fantastic. We really need a Mega EBF to throw all of the, like, let's be real. We're sitting on a server, and we're supposed to be like legitimate no life nerds on here, but I don't think we've automated steel yet. I don't think we've automated aluminum yet. Like, what the hell are we doing? Like, can we even really call ourselves nerds if we have an automated steel? I don't think we've earned our second pair of eyes. So like you guys can't even call us 4-eyed nerds. Like, we're regular like 2-eyed nerds. That's just lame. Oh, thank you for the follow. Again, I'm a lurker friendly stream, but feel free to say hey. I know, right, Scarlett? It's like it never ends. Although I will say, if you're just starting in 2.8, there's or 2.7, I mean, sorry. There is so many new cool Steam multi-blocks. It is such a cool change to early game. But yeah, they're literally changing everything, and they're changing everything again. So yeah. I am not privy to the back channel discussions on these types of things. I'm I kind of get all of my information from most of my information comes from, honestly, let's be real, it comes from Adidia or people who have watched Adidia talk about it. So let's see. Oh, yep. Let's get another stack of soap. And again, we're getting our sticky down to 0, and then we're going to eat a whole stack of elasters. Nice. Hell yeah. From what we've done here, the Steam Grinder is still the best multi. I don't know if they ever got the Steam ore washer to work properly, and the Steam mixer was almost entirely a bust, but everything else got used. Everything else got used pretty thoroughly. It's weird too, because the Steam mixer is the most expensive multi-block out of all of them, and it's apparently, again, I didn't use it, but apparently it's also the most useless. We did a little of everything. We were on solar boilers, we did biodiesel, we've done regular diesel, or not diesel, benzene. I don't know why I said diesel, but yeah, we've done biodiesel, benzene, solar, solar steam, lava. We've actually got lava power somewhere. They were just talking about it in chat just a little bit ago. Is benzene still as good as it used to be? No, as far as I know, they nerfed benzene, and that was either 2.5 or 2.6. So if you played before then, no, benzene is not as good as it used to be, but it's still pretty decent. And nitrobenzene isn't that hard of a reach once you get into like EV, because you can make the ExxonMobil chemical plant at HV tier power, and it makes nitrobenzene a snap. The hardest part about nitrobenzene is keeping up with the nitric acid. Let's be real. But I prefer nitrobenzene over CBD or hog, if that makes sense. The setups are easier, and it just seems to flow smoother. Honestly, the worst part about benzene is the gas turbines. I think are the most expensive of the turbines, or is it the combustions that's the most expensive? I don't know. I can't remember. The large gas turbines, the LGTs, they're a little bit finicky. If you use benzene, if you use LGTs at all, you're going to have to use the fluid regulator setups that you see online. Otherwise, they'll eat every bit of fuel that you give them. That's what happened to us this morning. So I've been on the server all day. I've probably been on the server almost 12 hours now, off and on. And this morning, we woke up and everything was dying. Everything was dying. And it turns out that we were basically like bleeding benzene, and they doubled the benzene production again and again and again, and it didn't do any good. They were still eating benzene nonstop. Well, I just happened to be watching somebody play this morning, and I saw somebody mouse over one of the input hatches on one of the LGTs, and it was full. So at that point, I kind of knew that the fluid regulators were misconfigured, and helped get that fixed. That feels pretty good. Again, I am not one of the giga nerds when it comes to tech around here, so I won't be doing a lot of the end-game tech on this server. I might not even touch a lot of the end-game tech. But I do know gas turbines, and it felt good to kick in and help the group solve a real and present goal, or like a real present problem. Pressing problem. Oop. Oh, what did I do? There we go. I dropped something on my F keys. That's what I did. Come on. Hold on. Let me relog. I might actually be at 0 already. So the furthest, actually, this is kind of a benchmark for me now, because the furthest I've gotten solo is early Ivy, and that's in my solo run that I'm currently playing on the Dwarven Stronghold run. It's not necessarily on hiatus, but I've been playing on Vanguard so much that it may as well be on hiatus. And then this is as far as I've gotten with a group, because before I joined Vanguard, all of the groups that I joined kind of like lost all their steam right before the moon or right after the moon. So you're thinking like right at the beginning of EV is the furthest that I've gotten with a group in GTNH. And this group is just gonna fly right by that mark. So and they're gonna fly right by my single player mark as well. So my player expertise is probably going to come in like creative building, vanilla tricks, general skullduggery and shenanigans, and stuff like that. I'll gladly adventure for the sake of the group, you know. I'll gladly go and fight some bosses and whatnot. I'll kick in for the Gaia Guardian, stuff like that. But for the most part, I'm going to end up staying pretty far away from tech, and I'll just build some buildings for these guys. Yeah, solo is rough. If you want to, believe it or not, I'm like 2,200 hours into my solo run, and I'm in early IV. That's how much time I've spent either in creative building or just kind of milling around doing basic tasks. So, I know a lot of people get to IV in, a fraction of that time. Hypothetically, you could probably beat the pack in like 4,000 hours. Hypothetically. You'd have to be like you'd have to be way better than a 4-eyed nerd to do that. You'd probably have to be like an 8-eyed nerd. I don't know if we have any Octo Nerdos in chat right now. Yeah, you know, that's fair. I like Nami Factory. In fact, the pack that I played before this was Nami Factory CEU, and I've heard that in the interim, Nami CEU has gotten even better. And I've even heard from some people that have played both that between the new Nami CEU and the new Mani Factory, that Nami CEU is the better experience. So I'm thinking about it. I really do like I love Nami CEU, so I'm thinking about it, but I'm stuck on Greg Tech and specifically stuck on the Vanguard run. I really like this group, so I wanna build nice things here. And I don't know if you caught the tail end of me mentioning this earlier, but there's a player on here named Cat, of Cat's Cozy Games. If you don't know that streamer, you should follow them as well. Um, Cat made a botany greenhouse, and I've got 80 new colors of blocks. There's 80 new colors of blocks for me to use that I have not even seen before, and yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna eat one to kill the temp. There we go. Kill all the temp warp. I'm gonna reconnect. Yeah, I watched a bit of Cat and Vindrake. Yeah, those two are awesome. I really, they're fantastic people. And I like I like the uh I like it's cool, it's cool they get to game together. It's fun. Um Yeah, my perm is still at 62, which is garbage. So I'm gonna end up eating the rest of this soap too that I've got in my inventory, and then I'm gonna end up eating a whole nother stack of elasters, and then I'll see where we're at after that. Oh, hold on one second. What does Discord want? What does Discord want? Sorry, give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. All right. No, I just yeah, there was a little bit of a conversation in Discord, but no worries. It looks like we might get new movement on the blood magic mountain. We have a build that was started by a guy named Nemolinis, who hasn't been on the server in a couple weeks. But he started a really cool build up on the mountain for a blood magic altar. And actually, here let's I'm coming right back to the soap farm or to the spa in just a second. But let's go take a look at this really quick, because this is fantastic. It's only like half done, but I really love the style. I just really love this style. It looks so neat. And we've got so many cool like architect's blocks that we can use to pad this out and flesh it out and give it some real life. Like, we've been waiting for Nemo to come back to finish this build, just because we were wanting to see what his vision was for this. But like, look at this. I love this. It's just a neat little detail, and it doesn't really do anything, but it's just so damn cool. I love this type of stuff. Oh, and yeah, yeah, having a significant other that plays GTNH or Greg Tech in general is really cool. So yeah. Those two are it's cool they got each other. Let's just say it like that. They're good. They're good people. But yeah, Nemo kind of left it like half done, like 1/3 done, kind of, sort of. And he hasn't been on in a couple weeks, but they were just talking about it in chat, and it looks like Ducky might pick this project back up. We'll see. I'm going back to the soap or the spa, so um I have a whole nother 60 permanent warp to get rid of. I'm going the wrong way. I'm tripping. Ducky is also a streamer. He doesn't stream as often as some of the other ones, but he does stream, and a regular amount. So I'm trying to think of all of the people that we got on here. So of course, Cat and Vin stream. I stream. Table streams. If you've probably seen Table Corner, he's on right now. He streams a lot. He's actually probably got the most stream hours of Vanguard out of anybody right now. Yeah, I think I already mentioned Ducky, of course. There is Nine. Nine's kind of stuck in his single player world because he's making a lot of progress through, I think, UEV or UIV, one of those very late tiers. But yeah, Nine does play here, and he will be back. He'll probably play here more once we're in IV and past. Another streamer named Sean Hayes plays here. He hasn't been on for a little while because I think there was a little bit of a conflict between him and somebody else. Somebody with a large ego, perhaps, or perhaps just they rubbed each other the wrong way, whatever. But I hope Sean comes back and plays a lot. Nine will come back and play a lot. I hope Nemo Linus comes and plays a lot. I don't think Nemo streams that much, but he has streamed. And then we've got Blade Master. Blade does stream. We've got the Gems. He streams. We've got I'm not sure if Yasky streams, but he does play from time to time. I know he's got his personal world that he is mostly on. But if y'all don't know, I think Yasky is he is either still the most recent Stargater, or he is one of the most recent Stargaters on the GTNH Discord. So Yasky has beat the game in his personal world. Don't know if he streams. And there is, if I looked at the whole roster, I could probably find a couple other people that have streamed here and there, like John B. Cursed. He streams occasionally. Not recently too much, but he does stream. I stream, of course. My streams have been a little bit sparse as of late, but I'm hoping that'll get better. Entropy Vex streams. Entropy has the build next door to the soap farm here, which is the it's supposed to be the oil rig from the survival horror game Still Wakes the Deep. So that's a thing. I'm just trying to think if anybody else, if I could think of any other streamers, but we've got a ton of them. We really do. Here, actually, how about this? Let's do this. Last scene. Yeah. I don't think Panda streams. I don't know if he does or not. Table, yes. This is Cat. Cat and Vin are Cat's Cozy Games. Ducky streams. John streams. Jim streams. I don't know if Scarlet. I don't think Scarlet does. Maybe she's shown up on one of John's streams. Blade streams. I think Yggdrasil streams. Entropy streams. Tosh does stream, but I don't know if he streams a lot. Deb is no longer with us. 9 streams. Demolary is Uyanje from mostly from Cat and Vin's chat. That's where I know Uyanje from. He hasn't been on in a little while. He's having some issues. I know Nova was having some issues. Nemo was having issues. Sean was having issues, and Zai never actually was able to log in, and I don't know if that ever got resolved or not. But technically, Zai, Sean, Nemo, and Nova are also streamers. So, technically speaking. So yeah, a pretty stacked group. It isn't gonna be like it ain't no Hive run. It ain't no Ross run. Oh hey Abiru, what's up? What up? I'm eating soap right now, so you're not missing a whole lot, but welcome in. I don't know if anybody has watched Adidia talk about the Ross run that's coming up pretty soon, but he's putting together a group of people who are either they're all Stargate players or they will all be Stargate players by a certain time this summer or this spring or something. Anyway, he's putting together like he's putting together a star-studded cast. Time. Yeah, time. Weren't you the one that like logged in like the first 2 or 3 days and then not again for forever and a day? It happens. It happens to the best of us, but yeah, if I remember correctly, Time was also running the Hive public server, but they made such a mess of things that I think that went down and it was just unrecoverable or something like that. I don't even remember how that went down, honestly. But yeah, they yeah, you run 3 businesses. I remember you saying that time. I remember that one. Yes, I want to know exactly how bad. I want to know how they ruined it. Yes, because um oh my god. Now that is some real deal 8-eye nerds right there. Ah man. That's wild. Dude, there's no way. Like, the only way that you could share an 89 gig world is to seed a torrent. And even that would be annoying as all get out. There's no way. So why are we eating soap? Good question. We're doing Thaumcraft, which is the magic mod, and one of the things that Thaumcraft will give you, especially end game Thaumcraft, is warp. And warp is bad. You want as little warp as possible, and that's what this soap is doing. So the short version is if you look in the top left corner, you'll see a line that says warp 143, perm 62, sticky 46, temp 35. So soap 1 will get rid of, I think it gets rid of a point of temporary warp. I don't even remember what soap 1 does. I never use it. Soap 2 gets rid of a point of sticky warp and all of the temp warp. And then Soap 3 has a chance to turn 1 permanent warp into 2 sticky warp. Or it just gives you some extra temp warp and doesn't do anything else. So that's what I'm doing right now. Fun. There it is. So we're in a kind of a bad spot because we're all out of soap number 2. I'm gonna have to let this build up. So yeah, exactly, Ubiru, exactly. So I'm gonna eat this stack of soap number 2, which should get my sticky down to 0, and that's just gonna have to be as good as it gets for right now until I can get the soap to build back up. Because again, we need soap 2 and 3 to make this happen, and I've been using a whole lot more soap 2 at like right this second. So the reason why I'm doing so much, uh, the reason why I'm doing so much, oh my god, wow, 350 gigs, oh my god, oh man, jeez, imagine even pulling a backup of that is going to be an absolute nightmare on any server, right? Like, jeez. Wow, I lost my train of thought on that one, man. That hit me like a ton of bricks. That hit me like a 300 gig world file. uh okay, so Thaumcraft. All right, so at the end of Thaumcraft, once you unlock as much as you possibly can, you get something called Kami, and you can check, is Kami unlocked? So as you can see, I don't have that much left to do. I've got what, like 10 remaining researches to do in order to unlock Kami, and then I'll do all of the Kami researches as well. But again, I might have to wait until these soaps build up a little bit to get rid of all the warp. Once I'm done with Kami, that means I'm finished with Thaumcraft and I can make all of the cool pieces that everybody wants. So, like, everybody wants a pair of Boots of the Traveler of some variety, I can make them. Everybody needs a Mantle of the Raven, I can make them. Everybody wants cool, like, rings and baubles and wand folky and other neat things, I can make them. I went and put almost 20 different restorers around the base in the last week or so. There's a bunch of other cool things. The crop robots require some low-level Thaumcraft to work. There's just all sorts of cool stuff in Thaumcraft to use, especially once you're done with it. Like, you've got everything unlocked and your warp is back down to reasonable levels. Yeah, there's some fantastic stuff in there. Right this second, it's just a slog, but it's really just because I'm managing warp. Probably after this, I'm gonna go and check on the crops and make sure they're working right, because I have other crops that I want to stat up. I'm gonna stat up everything eventually, but you know, I can only do 2 at a time. But the next one that I'm gonna get going is probably Space Flower, so that we can start potentially working on what is Space Flower? Space Flower gives the UU matter berries, I think. I have to go and look. But I remember Space Flower being vital. I'm working on Black Stone Lily and Evil Ore right now, and I think they'll probably both be done around the same time. So, yeah, I'll try to get on Space Flower, and then I don't know what else. Maybe I'll do Yellowstone Lily and get that one going. Because I remember we do black and yellow. I don't remember what yellow gives. I think yellow was the one that gives Endstone. But don't quote me on that. Because I think we've already got a source of tungsten. So, you know, that's the reason why you normally make Yellowstone Lily, is so that you have a constant supply of platinum metallic powder and tungsten. And I think we're already getting those from other places. So I might not need to do Yellowstone Lily, you know, in a rush here. I'm basically taking requests. That's what both of the ones working right now are. They're both requests. So. Alright, come on. Come on, Soap. You can do it, Soap. Let's go, Soap. I'm antsy. I kind of want to go and do something else, but I'm gonna eat the soap first, and then I'm gonna relog, find out what I'm actually at, because I don't know if I actually have 62 perm. I'll have to relog. I'm still laughing about that 350 gig world file. When time takes the hard drive out of that machine, it's got a little dent in it because of how heavy that world file is. the real singularity is the file they write along the way. Oh man. Yeah, like you had like a group of like what 12 or 15 like full sweaty nerds on there. Like they were going hard. Like, let's be real time. I thought about joining the public server, but by the time I actually got around to actually like looking into it, I think it was already mostly gone. I think it was already on the fritz. It happened so fast. Like, and they were apparently following all or mostly all of the Hive rules, and still like just absolute sweaty nerd behavior. It was fun to see. Don't get me wrong. It was cool to see, but man, oof. Again, even on a run like Vanguard here, I'm not going to be useful for tech after a certain point. Like I'm almost capped out on tech as it is right now at mid EV. I'll certainly be able to help. I can go and mine and set up miners and print out specific pieces. But as far as like having like firsthand knowledge of any of this tech, yeah, I'm going to be very limited. So I couldn't even imagine what it would be like to have like 20 sweaty nerds on a server. Out of a total of like what 40 players or whatever they had. It's crazy. Oh my god. That's amazing. Like that's absolutely wild. It really truly is. Oh yeah, I wanted to relog to see where my permanent is. Let's see. Yeah, 45. Okay, yeah, that's fine. See? Do you guys see this? I did the... Oh, wait, hold on. They might not have been done yet. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Okay. All right. So now we got some elasters in here. let's see. Let's see if we got any soapstone dust built up. There shouldn't be any, but I'm just checking to make sure. Yeah, so if there is any soapstone that goes into the system, it should go directly to the soap farm until it's fully backed up. So, but the problem is it's making soaps. Soap 1 is already fully backed up, so it's not making any extra of those. It's making exactly how much it has room for. But it's basically making equal amounts of soap 2 and 3 right now, which is okay. That's okay behavior. But I wish that there was a way that I could set it so that I could say, like, make just soap 2 right now, and then maybe later make just soap 3 or something like that. I wish that was an option, but alas, it is not. I'm going to eat these soaps because, as you can see, I've got 23 sticky. There's 24 soap here. Might as well. I might have a late night stream tomorrow night. That would be neat. That would end up being 3 days in a row that I streamed, which is fantastic. If I have a late night stream tomorrow night, it is going to be here on the Vanguard. Other than that, most likely my next stream day would be Saturday, which would also be here on the Vanguard. And I haven't been off on a weekend day in a long time, so I know some of our players play a lot on the weekends, and then there's some of our players like Findrake, for example, who work on the weekends doing, you know, for their job. I also work a lot of weekends, but I do have this Saturday off, so should be neat seeing the weekend crowd on here. Watch, I'll be the only person on here. Everybody else is touching grass. Watch it happen. Goddamn grass touchers. Oh, we got 4 now. Oh, yeah, I have to get used to that. He's talking to table about a system that wasn't towards me. You'd think that I'd be used to that by now, having this name, but no. No. Every time somebody says system, I perk up. Like every time I hear somebody say, oh, "I'm gonna put this in the system," I'm here in IRL. I'll be like, no, don't put it in the system. Because I am 8 years old. Ah, man, come on. So, weekend is primetime gaming time? Hell yeah. Hopefully. Again, we are going to break ground, hopefully, on a brand new project relatively soon, and Saturday might be a really good day for that, for a lot of reasons. Mostly because that's my next day off. Yeah, definitely. Having this soap farm definitely makes me feel a lot better about burning through Thaumcraft as fast as I am. I don't like having this much warp ever. Really. Yeah, having a normal schedule, yeah, it's underrated. It really is. Like, I'm kind of happy that I've got a schedule at work that is only nights. And granted, the nights change, but I work only nights, so I can kind of bank on that, even though that doesn't really do. It's not conducive to streaming most of the time, but it is nice for my life. So I kind of wish I was working all days, which would be better for streaming. But man, it would take me a minute to get on a day schedule. Let's just say it like that. Yeah, you know. No, there's definitely not a grown man system staying up until 5 a.m. every night. No, that definitely does not happen. It's not every night. It's only once in a while. Okay. Let's see what we got. Actually, let's do this. Is Kami unlocked? The alchemical grate and TT enchantment final. Yeah. Thaumic Tinkerer enchantment final. Got it. All right, Thaumic Tinkerer. And then it was enchantment great. So let's look at the artifice. I don't know what the great is. We can actually look it up. Let's do that real quick. Alk great. Let's give me 1 second. I'll pull this bookmark up. Oh, that is not the one. Nope. All right. Apparently, I don't have this bookmarked. What? Here it is. There it is. It's on the wiki. I'll even put this in the chat real quick because it was so annoying to find. Where is chat? Or this tab. Surely that would never happen. No, never. Okay, so we're gonna look up alchemical grate of some kind. FALCHGRATE. Alchemical grate. Yeah, okay. It is an artifice. Yes. Advanced alchemical. Oh yeah. The advanced alchemical furnace hasn't unlocked yet. That's one of the things that's stuck. Look at this. Can't figure out where it is. Because I thought the advanced alchemical furnace was supposed to be in. Oh shoot! Is it Here, we'll look it up. Hold on. Copy. Paste. Yeah, it's in Eldritch. Okay, so it's in Eldritch. It must be this. And it's saying that I need to have a prerequisite of a primordial pearl. But wait, I thought I needed primordial pearl, or I thought I needed Kami finish to get primordial pearl. Hold on a second. Copy, paste. No, hold on. Eldritch Miner. Dude, what? I have to interact with the Eldritch object? I thought I already did that. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Because I was told that holding one of those eyes will do it. Eldritch. Yeah, this guy right here. And we're gonna grab a Crimson Right just to be safe here. So I was told that just holding one of these eyes is enough. And I already read the rights. I'm gonna have to ask Ducky about that, because I might be bugged, actually. I should have access to some of this, at least. I mean, I guess what I can do is finish off all of the researches and just, like, get literally everything else and see what it does. But it's still very annoying. Yeah, 21, 40, done. Ooh, yeah, okay. Ooh, that's a interesting looking tea. Okay, has anything else opened up on this tab? No. Looks like I'm missing one research for that. I think that's what it means. Like, if it looks like this, I'm missing more than one. And I think if you can actually, like, make out what the thing is. Actually, no, those are the same. Never mind. I'm tripping. All right. Ooh, wait, 40. What's the other one? It says 48 out of 50. What's the last one? Oh, this one. Yeah, I'll just take it. It's fine. Elementium. Ooh, and Terrasteel. Ooh, nice. Okay. That's cool. And I'll take these. Why not? Okay. Step 1. Drink the flight juice first. Ah. $19. Okay, so I'm missing 3 on this tab, which is a nightmare because this is such a gigantic tab. But as you can see, I've got one of these unlocked. I really need to make the gun. I will make the gun, but probably not today. Oh, here's a couple. And this. That's probably it on that. 58 out of 60. Ooh, infused quantum? Yes, please. Nice. 43 out of 84. Oh my. Okay, hold on a minute. There's something wild that I'm gonna unlock here. Gadamancy? Okay. Oh yeah. Whole bunch of new Maleficia. Man, just when you think that you're done with all of these researches, a whole new round of nasty nasty warping stuff opens up. 39 out of 39. 19, 11, 50 out of 54. What are we missing? Well, this. Voidling golems, interesting. It was only 3. I counted 3, so apparently one of these 3 unlocks one more. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have ads in approximately a minute, so if anybody wants to get up, stretch, get a drink, get a snack, have at it. I was thinking about raiding somebody before this ad break, but no, I'm gonna keep going for a little while longer. But yeah, if you need to get anything, now is your time. I'm not gonna be doing anything too awfully interesting. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm missing in this book. Okay. All right, so that should be all of that tab. Oh, then there's a bunch more here. Hold on, I need more paper. Yeah. Ritual Diviner, that's one of the ones that I needed. We need the Master Ritual Diviner, which I don't actually have yet. But I will soon. Ah, Transparent Orb. That's the one. Okay. Alright, awesome. And then what do we got here? Yes, this and this. Perfect. Nice, nice. All right. We're killing it here. Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. All right, time. All right. I'm assuming you could still hear me now. But maybe if you give me like a thumbs up or a yeah or whatever, if you can actually hear me right now, which I'm assuming you can because it looks like you've got Prime. Yep. Okay, perfect. So let's say I have my novel and I think it's good and I want to go to a major publisher with it. No major publisher would look at it under any circumstances. They throw away all new submissions. The only way that you can get through to an actual publisher is to hire an author agent. Okay. And an author agent is going to take either, I think it's 20% or 30% of revenue from all of your works. And you're thinking, that's a lot. But it's the difference between it's the difference between the author making 70% of a decent amount of money versus making 100% of nothing, which most like amateur authors, most most self-published authors, most people like that don't sell any copies at all, basically. So what you're paying for is the agent to work with the publishing houses in order for you to maybe be one of those people that get stamped with the best-selling author brand or branding on one of your books, because the publisher bought 100,000 copies for you to distribute or whatever, however whatever like accounting tricks they use for every brand new person to be a best-selling author, whatever. So that's what that costs. So you're gonna have to pay an author agent a percentage of gross, basically, which is gross in and of itself. But it's the choice between doing that or probably making nothing from your novel. So let's say you're a little bit more savvy and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to represent myself, or I already know somebody that's going to represent me on favorable terms. How much is this going to cost me if I end up having to foot the bill for all of these things that the publisher would theoretically be doing for me, as a kind of like fronting the costs for you, basically. You're looking at probably 4 digits, and I don't know if that's going to be closer to like 1,500 or closer to like 4,500, and that's just like the absolute basics for like a low tier novel that doesn't need a lot of work and also isn't expected to do a lot, like financially speaking, like, because you're not going to want to invest any money in something that isn't going to give you any financial return. That's what these companies are looking at. They're not really in it for the art per se. They have quarterly numbers they have to hit. Sad fact of life, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's in it for the love of the game anymore, is what it is. So you're going to have something that's inherently marketable, that is represented by an author agent, that is good, a good and true idea that can maybe hit the ground running. And then after that, it would still cost you 4 digits. It is a racket. It is an actual racket time, but I'll tell you what you can do. You can spend your time and write down the main mailing addresses of all of the different publishers that are relevant. There's like 60 or 70 different publishing houses that you would want to send a copy to, and then you could make your manila envelopes with your sample, your chapter 1 of your novel, and you could have a cover sheet and a sample and all sorts of contact information in every single one of those. You could put the postage on it, mail it out to all 70 of these publishing houses, and it's almost a sure thing that every single one is going to throw 99.9% of new submissions directly in the trash. But it's because they get tens of thousands of new submissions a month, and that's just unfortunately a part of the process. This is kind of a really bad allegory, but think of online dating. So a dude on online dating doesn't have any success, so he thinks, okay, well, I'm just gonna message every single person that fits my even like basic qualifications for a partner. And so you message all of those people trying to get a hit, hypothetically speaking. I don't do that kind of thing, but what nobody realizes is that literally everybody else is also doing the same thing. So these publishers are being absolutely bombarded by thousands of unsolicited submissions on a weekly basis. and there's no way they can go through those. They don't hire people to look through those. The submissions managers don't look through those, because the submission managers are speaking directly to the author agents who are saying, you want to look at this guy, and this girl, because those are the quality ones that I've got on my docket. Everything else is just kind of rubbish. Well, no, I mean, you are correct. You're absolutely right, Time. But I think a lot of these, especially a lot of these legacy publishing houses, have a lot of legacy ways of doing business. And yeah, it really is, or at least used to be, an old boys club. It really used to be like that. It isn't so much anymore. It's just cordoned off from everybody now, not just the old boys. You really have to know somebody that knows somebody that's talking directly to one of these like the intake managers, and I don't know what the names for them are, but that's the person that you really need to get your product in front of, or your I said product, but I mean, a novel to them is a product. But you would have to figure out a way for you, as an unsolicited, unknown, first-time author with no agent, you have to figure out how to get your submission in front of one of these selection managers, and you have to hope that they spend more than 5 minutes on your work, because that's how much time they give each one, and they're going through X number of new novels every hour, and I bet you their brains are mush. And you're right, there needs to be a better way of doing that type of thing. What it really comes down to is that a lot of these people need to hire more people. They need to hire more of these people that judge unsolicited talent, but that doesn't make them any money, so they don't do it. So no, unfortunately, there really isn't that. I mean, like, think about where independent publishers can go. Like, where can you really go? Like, there used to be, like, can you really call like WordPress a place to go? Can you really call like AO3 a place to go? Like, you can publish there, you can put stuff out there, but it doesn't really, like, unless it hits, unless you get people that go directly to your work, it's not going to hit on any of those sites, because those sites are getting flooded by new submissions as well. There is more authors right now than any time in human history, and everybody wants to get eyes on their piece. And unfortunately, it just doesn't really work. There isn't enough eyes that are looking to read. I mean, sad fact Time, but how many people are actually even read these days? How many readers do you know? Like, and it's kind of sad when you start thinking about it. Like, how many readers do you know? I know I could probably count my number of readers that I know on one hand. Yeah, it's so writing a novel is the great American dream for a lot of people, and the racket keys into that almost perfectly to drain a wannabe author who thinks they're going to write the next great American novel. Yeah, I'll agree to that. I'll agree with that to some extent. I do try to stay away from politics on this channel, but that's just kind of like, that's kind of a politics adjacent, those types of issues. But nope, it's totally fine. I try to give that a wide berth, because there is a lot of raw nerves out there these days on basically on every side of every issue. So I try to be as game focused as I can, I suppose, at that. But you're right. You are absolutely right about that situation. I try to stay away from that stuff. So yeah, for me to publish my novel, I could either go through the crushing disappointment of getting 70 rejection letters, or I can go through and maybe hire an author agent as an unknown, but I don't even know where to find author agents. I don't know who is a good one, and I don't know who would take on a literal unknown nobody with uh one adequate novel under their belt. You know what I mean? Like that there's there's levels to these things. Or I can self-publish for the low price of basically nothing and have a hot garbage piece of hot garbage turd sitting out there. Or on my own volition with my own resources, I can get the thing edited, copy read, covered, and finalized for the grand total of probably 3 digits, but I don't know if that's going to be 300 or 900. You know what I'm saying? So I can do an adequate job making a reasonably edited piece of art probably for less than 1,000. But again, I wouldn't be able to hire a conceptual editor to help me with the actual, like, the narrative. To enter the industry monetarily, it might not even be $2K or $5K dollars. What it might be would be 2K or 5K followers. What a lot of people are looking for these days, as far as like breaking big in that industry, they're looking for people who have written online, who already have a fan base, and all they need is help publishing their already generated content. Think of somebody like a web serial kind of person. My favorite web serial of all time is Worm by a guy named Wildbow. He wrote I do believe Worm is 2 million words long, which would span like 30 full-length novels. Even he is having trouble finding the right author agent and the right publishing house to work on his fully finished web serial that has been sitting idle for years. So yeah, it can be a slog. It can be a real slog out there for independent artists. But yeah, again, if anybody is interested in reading a what if superheroes were actually real type story, Worm is 11 out of 10. It's a little bit of a slog to get into because the main character is a young girl, young woman. I think she's 17 or 18, just turned 18 maybe, for a young lady. But she's trying to navigate high school and having a superpower and maybe trying to have a crush on a boy or something like that. You know what I mean? Kind of a start to the story, but it immediately, like, within a couple chapters, it really dials you into how brutal that world can be. And I think it's a good read. It's one of the best web serials that I've ever read, and it's actually up there for me, at least. It's probably up there in the top fiction that I've read that I've liked. It is probably geared more towards YA. It is written at a YA level with YA themes, but it does kind of veer off into other things. But I feel like, let's be real. I think almost all web serials are kind of YA level prose. I would be hard pressed to think of a web serial that wasn't at that level. And that's nothing against the genre in general. It's just kind of the nature of serialization. It's very hard to write something that's you can't write dense prose serially. It's like humans couldn't do that. Yeah. Yeah, it's the demo that reads them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What am I doing? Why am I trying to sleep? They just slept. Um, but yeah, I love Worm. And actually, honestly, I would say that my novel is probably YA level, even though I hit on on some different themes. I intentionally wrote my novel to be kind of I didn't use affluent verbiage, effluviant verbiage, and and all of the you know, I wasn't I there's certain words that I'm not going to use on stream because it's crude, but um sometimes when authors use too much flowery prose, it makes me feel like they're kind of playing with themselves in a manner of speaking, and I tend to stay away from that. But I do like nicely written things. But if I feel like if I'm reading something and it feels like the author is just like putting in a whole lot of $5 words just to like fluff up his verbiage, it kind of turns me off, honestly. Same thing with a lot of like with a lot of detail. Like I tried to read Dickens isn't the worst one for this, but Dickens is always the one that I bring up. I have not been able to get past chapter 1 of any Dickens novel I've ever tried, if I can think clearly. And it's nothing against Dickens, but back in his day, he was paid per word by newspapers to write these stories in serial. So he was just pounding out as many $5 words as he could to make these stories as vivid and verbose as he could, so he could get paid per word. And it's woof. It's a slog for me. I can't do it. Same thing with George R. R. Martin. Like I kind of like his prose. I like his writing, but as soon as I get to a section where he spends like 2 pages talking about a banquet spread, or if there's like 5 paragraphs talking about the pleats in some chick's dress, I'm gone. I'm just completely checked out. I don't even want to read the novel anymore. I'm just done. So I know that's a problem with me. Yeah, it becomes a snooze fest, and so it doesn't have to be like balls to the wall, 11 out of 10 action all the time, but push the plot along, and then pepper in all of those world building details in between all of the things that are pushing the plot along. I hate people that put like front load exposition or front load descriptions of a scene, because you don't really have to describe the scene to every last detail. Like maybe maybe the reader doesn't need to know what kind of wood the desk is made out of until the main character rounds it to grab the other guy by the collar, or whatever. You know what I mean? You pepper in your details and you make it nice like that. And that's my opinion. But yeah, I would probably classify my book as YA. It's definitely got a one of the main plots is also romance. So I wouldn't call my book a YA romance necessarily, but those are descriptors that fit, for better or worse. But I think it's pretty good. It goes from my novel goes from everything from slice of life to cosmic horror and just about everything in between. But I know my problem once I start getting it read and edited and whatnot is I have to be very careful with editors, because there's a lot of detail in my book that's quote unquote bad detail that I need to leave in for the other novels that will fit around this one. again, for anybody that missed this at the beginning of my little chit chat about this stuff, if you're writing a story and you have something in it that you only mention once, just cut it, because it's probably not critical to the story if you just mention it once. And I break that rule probably 30 times in my novel, because all of those mention it once type things could be a whole novel in and of itself, or a whole different a whole different side to the story that I'm telling. There's a whole lot of characters in the story that I'm telling that are barely even mentioned because they're off doing something completely different during those days or couple weeks where the main characters of the novel are doing what they're doing. So that was probably a little convoluted to say, but yeah, if you are writing something and you want it to be good, you definitely want to not leave any hanging threads in your novel. Anything that gets mentioned needs to have some sort of reference or reverence to the story as a whole. Otherwise it's unnecessary and it can be cut. And that's like editing 101. And again, that's part of the problem that I'm going to have with the editors that I hire, because I'm literally out there breaking every single rule in editing 101. So yeah. So I'm going to have some fun with some very exasperated editors at some point in time. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put all of these researches in my bag, because I need to let the soap farm fill up again with the soap 2 before I do any more cleaning. But I will get these out of here so that they're out of the way for anybody else that wants to use this. And I really need to go. Ooh. Oh. Oh man, I'm pooping all over the place, you guys. No. All right, it's time to go take a dip. We're going to the sauna. We're gonna go poop in the sauna, you guys. Clean up on aisle 1. We got a floater. Uh, 43. Ooh, we got 43. I don't know if I want to use any more soap right now. Yeah, hey, no worries, Time. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. You asked a lot of really critical questions, and I liked having a chat with a fellow author. So I wish you the best of luck in your endeavors. I know that you're working, like you said, you've got 3 businesses right now, but hopefully you get to scratch a pen here and there. Hopefully that's a thing that happens. But yeah, have a good one, my dude. I'll probably be finding somebody to raid here in a second myself, and it's almost surely going to be Table Corner. Because I'm getting hungry. I ate before stream, but I probably could have eaten an extra piece of pizza. So I ordered pizza for lunch, and it was fantastic. I had 2 pieces, and now 1. And now I want 2 more. But Table is streaming, so I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and raid him. And again, thank you everybody for hanging out. Thank you for all the follows and everything. I appreciate all you guys. Until next time, I will stream again soon. Until then, have a great night. Peace.